everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing some more Christmas backgrounds, and we're going to be playing with some stencils and some Nuvo Glimmer paste. The first stencil we're using is the Simon Says Stamps Falling Snow stencil. I think this came out last year, but it is still available, and it is great for doing snow with glimmer paste or any kind of paste, or just with ink. But this Moonstone Glimmer paste is really gorgeous. Okay, so our second stencil that we're working with is this Christmas Star stencil by Simon Says Stamp. And we're going to use the Garnet Red Glimmer paste, again by Nuvo. And we're just going to go over the whole thing, just carefully getting it into all the little areas. And I decided to just cover the whole paper. It's kind of easier that way. That way you get to see the little detail around the outside edge of the star. And so I'm just feathering it off and just working with it. And this glimmer paste, as soon as you're done, you really want to wash everything up because it sticks and dries really, really fast. So as soon as you're done, take it to the kitchen or to the nearest sink and wash it away. Okay, so now I wanted to create some snowy hills for this snowfall one, and you can see the shimmery spots in between the glimmer paste. That is this sheer shimmer spray by Imagine. It's called Frost, and it makes a gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer, and that frost really kind of lends itself to the snowy background and everything. And it's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but in person it is very, very shimmery. I tried to get it in the light real good so you could see, but it's really hard. But it is very, very shimmery in person, so it really creates a very, very good snow effect. So I'm taking the Simon Says Stamp Stitched Slopes and Hillsides die set. And I'm going to run this through my Gemini and cut out some slopes, put at the bottom of this card front to make like a snowy hill. And I'm really loving my Gemini. No more cranking through or anything. You just put it in the sandwich, stick it in the machine, and let it do its thing. It's pretty awesome. I had the big one. I debated on, getting the junior or the regular size one. And I thought, why not just, if I'm going to spend the money, just go ahead and get the regular size one. That way you can do anything with it. So I didn't want to limit myself if I'm going to spend that much money. Actually, I got it as a birthday present from my dearly husband. Okay, so now I'm going to just mount this to my card base, which is Neenah 110 pound Silver White. I'm just using some Tombow Mono permanent adhesive. Stick that down really good. And I use my Teflon bone folder there. And I really love my Teflon bone folder because you can crease your card bases, without making any marks on your paper. Okay, so now I'm going to add my little snowy hill with some foam tape. And I'm just going to put a couple of pieces on there and stick it down. And then I will just flip the card over and trim off the excess with my big Tim Holtz shears. Awesome scissors. Okay, now I had previously colored up this stamp. This is a stamp called, it's from Penny Black, called Mademoiselle Noel. And unfortunately, this is no longer available. I didn't realize that. But Stamping Bella has, in their Uptown Girl series, has some stamp sets that would be really cute for a similar look. For my sentiment, I decided to go back to the Let It Snow ephemera pack from Cartabella. And in here, I remembered there being a couple of little small sentiments about snow. And so I looked through here and I decided on that Snow Much Fun was going to work the best for my card. These ephemera packs are great go-tos for sentiments or embellishments or to make a whole card from. I really am having a lot of fun working with these ephemera packs and making things a little bit quicker and easier with my card making because I'm extremely far behind this year. With everything that we've had going on, it's been hard to get to my Christmas cards. And here I was trying to show you the shimmer of that frost and everything. Okay, so my card bases are all Neenah 110 pound silver white. And this other panel that I did with all that glitter paste on worked a little bit. And so I decided to use some 1/2 inch Be Creative tape. So, because this is a very strong adhesive and that'll hold that glimmer paste panel down really flat. So I love just taking my acrylic block, and it makes it tears it in a very straight line. It's really great, much easier than grabbing your scissors and everything. And you saw me, I took my bone folder and I really mashed that down. Adhesive is pressure sensitive. And see, this stuff is really sticky. I accidentally stuck it before I meant to stick it. And my goodness, it was hard getting it up. So it is super duper sticky. So anything that you're worried about it sticking together, Be Creative tape is definitely the tape to use. Okay, so there it is all stuck down. I decided to add a few little white highlights to her hat and to her dress. And I'm adding some white highlights to my image here. And I decided I wanted to put some snow on the rooftops and on top of the chimneys and a little bit into the trees and stuff. So I'm just going to go through all the little roofs and add that snow in real quickly. Wow, wouldn't it be nice to really do it this fast? It did take a few minutes. So I'd sped this out quite a bit to get through all that. And so after I finished with my white highlights, my snow and everything, I decided to get my big roll of foam tape out, and I'm just going to put foam tape all over the back of this. I always thoroughly cover my pieces with foam tape. That way if you send it through the mail, then you won't have any crushed spots and it'll come to your recipient looking just as good as it did when you put it in the envelope. So I cover all the little bits. And so here I'm just going to peel off the liner and I put that towards the bottom because I wanted to see more of the top of the star. And now I'm just putting some clear Wink Stella on the trees and some other little areas. The train, you never can have too much shimmer when it comes to your holiday cards. So I'd like to use all sorts of tools out of my craft room to add lots of shimmer and glitter to all my Christmas cards. I did go back to my ephemera pack Christmas and looked at one of the smaller sentiments on the front of the card, like the one you see laying on my desk there, but I just thought it covered up too much more of my Christmas star, and I wanted to be sure and see plenty of that. So that pretty much finishes up this card. I'll give you a final look at the cards here at the end of the video, and I will link down below to all the products that I can, and I will see you soon in the next video.